All you need is 20 bucks and you can get this entire deck and start winning at your locals. Well, with a bit of luck, of course. Don't worry guys, I've already tested these cards here, so go ahead and show us your support by hitting that like and subscribe button if you appreciate these types of videos. So this is the 4th deck in our series here, and we're gonna have many more to come, especially if the prices keep going down. Even more decks will be unlocked and make it easier for you to get into the Gundam card game. So here we have our Strike Dagger. Being able to swing and immediately break their base is just like that old school goodness. This is what we used to do all in the beta. You know, you don't really see Strike Dagger running around too much, but he can still be really much of a threat, and being able to knock out, you know, most any early blockers in the game as well. And we have another 3/2 in disguise, however. It's called the M1 Astray. As long as it sees another Triple Ship Alliance card in play, it will get blocker. There's not too many Triple Ship Alliance because some of the other cards are higher costing cards, but if you have cards like Justice, if you have cards like Purple Strike Gundam, go ahead and put it in this list, guys, and it makes this card just that much better. And you'll be surprised how good this card actually is. Being able to get to a 3/1 with blocker is pretty good. So think of it this way, this is like your Zord that can actually attack back. Now, Kagali's Sky Grasper, I love the art of this card. It looks really good. This could be actually a really good effect or a really crappy effect. When destroyed, choose one enemy unit that is level 2 or lower and return it to its owner's hand. This could be a 2-for-1 versus other types of aggressive decks. You know, they had no problem playing them again at level 2. Level 2 is a little cheaper, but they have to play them again and it slows down their aggression regardless. And quite honestly, guys, I actually like this particular bounce effect because you don't have a chance of bouncing like a super high cost or high level card with low HP, having the chance to essentially heal the card and giving them the link back. This only has very limited targets, so you may not even get this bounce card too much, but sometimes some decks, they have to really worry about it. The Demi Garrison, it is a 2/2 Academy card, and that's pretty much it. Really cool. You really got to respect these guys. They are pretty much overvalued for their cost and level. And so they're just pretty solid cards, especially in the early game. If you're not even being aggressors, you're using these to start clearing out your opponent's aggression. It has multi-use at the beginning of the game. Really solid card here. Here we have the Strike Rouge. I actually like this card. I used to play this in some of my white blocker builds, and we're going to be playing it here today in this one. As you saw, we didn't have too many blockers overall, but this one does provide that Triple Ship Alliance, and it has that unique link with the orb trait. I wonder if we're going to have any more orb traits in the future. But if you're not familiar with this card's effect, it says choose any one of your rested white units with blocker and set them to active. They can't attack again. So this is essentially like an Archangel just on a unit, and it costs only 1 instead of costing 2 like the base. However, it is only able to be used on white units, and the really cool part is this card actually, when traded in with its pilot, will get blocker and it can actually restand itself. So that is actually like the main use for this particular card here. We'll see that in a little bit. All right, here we have the Rizal for that beater status, that 4 attack, that 3 for the cost. Really good cost card here. This is just overall solid. Being able to drop this super early and contend against almost all of the mid-range cards in the game is just pretty solid. Now we have a Sword Strike Gundam. This one costs a little bit more. Now this is more of an optional card. I actually wanted to play this one over something like a Launcher Strike one, mainly because of its link trait, the fact that it can go with any Earth Alliance trait rather than having to go with Kira. So that's why I chose this one over the other ones. This is optional, guys. You don't have to use the one, but this is really good versus all of those aggressive builds that are out there. It's a really good counter versus those lists. It doesn't really do too much versus some of the higher lists though. Maybe bouncing your Zord, that's pretty much all you're gonna get out of it. But overall, push comes to shove, it is a 4/3, and that's pretty much good enough. And at our last card, again, you can put in the Launcher Strike Gundams if you want to. Those are pretty cheap too, maybe only running about 13 cents a piece. But here we have Strike Gundam. It is only a 3/3/4/4/2. Sure, we can drop 2 of these. It's pretty cool. It doesn't really net us a card, but it allows us to fix our hand and get to the cards that we really want to. And I personally value that a little bit more than just having another card with blocker. But again, since we do have the Strike Rouge in the deck, you can go ahead and feel free to throw that one in your deck as well over this one. And here we have the boy Kiryamato, one of our first pilots here, the second best pilot in the entire game, right underneath Amore. This guy puts in so much work with attack that is not once per turn. We're not going to be able to ever use this multiple times, but long story short, just being able to -2 any of your opponents in combat and being able to go on any of your Strike Gundams is really good here. He's just overall a super solid card, and he's kind of cheap, so now for a pilot you don't really ever see. And I think this card is going to get stronger as more and more sets come out, because it says while this unit is white, it gains blocker. I like how it says while this unit is white, so maybe if a card ever becomes white, it will be able to provide that blocker stat. And it's also an orb, so it goes with the Strike Rouge. And like I was saying earlier, as long as you put the EULA on the Strike Rouge, then it has blocker, then you can essentially choose itself to restand. So it kind of has like vigilance all the time. It just attacks, restands, attacks, restands. It becomes really, really cool. Now, as you saw, we can actually use this card to give any of our cards blocker. If we really, really wanted to, we could put this card on the Sky Grasper as well, which is another card that EULA actually links with, which is pretty much like the flair about it, right? You pretty much want to have this card out, have blocker on it, and just use it as like a trap for your opponent. When I block, I get to do this, or when I attack, I get to do this, or I can also attack you and then use Strike Rouge to restand this card and didn't have fun that way. Now for our base, we're actually using a Kusanagi, but I think we still have some budget if you really wanted to put the Archangel in the deck instead. If you really want to go more blockers, you can, feel free to. But overall, I just want to give this card a shot. I do like this one. It has that triple ship alliance kind of flair here. There's no reason to have this card overall other than the fact that it just allows us to progress our board. More of a aggro mid-range style deck, rather than like more of a blocker heavy deck, because we don't really have that much of a late game. Our strongest card ends off at a level 4 in Strike Gundam in our other Strike Gundam here. So we don't really have a reason to block for like what will slowly start to die out. You know, we don't really have anything super strong. So that's why I decided on Kusanagi, and this card can actually be kind of scary, especially coming out of burst and being able to bounce someone out of nowhere, you know, being able to do that. So this is one of those cards where like just because you don't see it play doesn't mean it's not good. And a lot of players in my general area that has at least fought the decks that I've used this card in, they also they're hesitant to attack because they're like, man, if a Kusanagi comes out of nowhere, I'm gonna have to deal with it. And then you have to attack the Kusanagi still, so it becomes like this high tempo card. This actually can be really good. Give it a shot, guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. Speaking of Kusanagi type effects, we have Mulaflaga providing us with that +1/+0. It's an Earthlines card, and it goes really well with Sword Strike Gundam, and that's mainly the reason why we have it in a deck. And of course, he's just really good for bouncing our opponent's early blockers or even an early aggression, or even if we dealt some damage to someone. Just using this as like a soft removal card is really good, and just allows us to progress our board even more. So that's the reason why he's here at a 4-0. This is one card you can actually bring down to like maybe a 2 if you wish to, or even include his craft if you want to. His craft doesn't have any main effects, but being able to go with Mulaflaga is really good into going into other aggro decks. And to round things off, we have 2 Show of Resolve. I didn't see me putting this at 4 in this particular deck. If you have the budget laying around, if you have extra cards, you could put in the Overflow and Affection. Right now, this card does cost more than the Show of Resolve, so that's mainly the reason why I went there. And plus, we already had blue in the deck, and sometimes I feel like using Show of Resolve over Overflow and Affection is a little bit better. Now, there are many different cards you can use, guys. If you wanted to include more cards like Daribald for just more damage effects, you can go ahead and give that a shot, or even maybe some Unforeseen Incident. That's always a welcome card in any deck that supports the color white. But those cards were actually going to bring the deck up above the budget, so that's why we didn't go with them. Okay, so we have a blue card, so we might be fighting against the Kshatriya build here. So we can go ahead and drop our Strike Dagger and move the turn. He's probably going to swing here. That's fine. They definitely want to be more aggressive towards us and maybe drop some more guys. No, not some more guys. Maybe the trap has been laid, so we're definitely going to fall into the trap by attacking and dropping off 2 GMs here. And I guess we can have the Mulaflaga sit back just in case something really bad happens. We're going to go ahead and see. Maybe the GM tries to crash with this, and we'll go ahead and save it. Oh, nope, doesn't go for it. Go ahead and have that. Now, we probably don't want to use Mulaflaga too much versus any of their deploy cards. Oh, that's very unfortunate. So that's going to go ahead and attack into this one. But what we can do is actually this. It may not be like the strongest play ever, but it makes them have to replay it. Bring that back. Sure, it was going to repair anyway, right? So the argument of, oh, we just repaired it, doesn't really, it kind of falls flat there. And what we could do, we can actually Kusanagi here and bounce this if we really wanted to. Just kind of to stop it from, tagging one of our guys next turn. You know what? We're actually going to do that. Go ahead and bounce that back to your hand. So now you have plenty of cards in your hand. Congratulations. And we're going to go ahead and swing. Swing. And I think here we run the Resolve. And if we really wanted to, depending on what the drop, we can do a EULA Sky Grasper or a EULA Rouge. All right, so here comes the GM. Oh, that's a weird play. Kind of expected the Amro to come back down, but he, to kind of just swing into one of our guys, that was pretty much going to be it on that. But here we are. I think we just go for 4. No, that wasn't effective. I should have thought about it a little bit longer, guys. Going to 3-2 would have been more effective, and then going to the 4 here. I don't think it really mattered, quite honestly. And I think we can just go ahead and just go Rouge, Eula, swing. And then we're going to pay 1 to stand the Eula back up. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome. And not really much else we can go here and go ahead and pass. Of course, they still have Ray and Gundam. So this deck isn't as fast as other aggro decks, but as you saw, we were, tempoing the board here. So we're a little bit more tempo than other things. Are we going to block here? No, I don't think so. We're just going to go ahead and go for the trade. We know we have the Amro. We're going to side stop for the block. I think we just definitely go for the block here. Why not? And what's going to come land? Oh, Corsica base. Would you guys have dropped the Amro here? All it would have done is stopped one creature, or was the base a little bit more important here? Let's go ahead and just draw for 2 cards here. Maybe get another Eula. Nope, no Eula here, so we're going to go ahead and just go for the swing. And also, the Kusanagi can erase tokens, so that's a thing too, guys. Go for the swing. Go ahead and just restand this one. Let's just play this one for shits and giggles, because now it has blocker, so you guys can see that. And attack with the GM, and then of course end the game off. So that was pretty good. So let's see what was in their hand here. So we had the Gundam, of course, the double Gundam. We had another one of these bases, and we have 2 Anshas. All right, the next round is going to be up against the green-white list. Let's go ahead and just keep this card. We have a base, 1 pilot, and some early guys here. No way of giving this triple ship alliance just yet, but we're gonna go ahead and just drop do we go ahead and just get a guy who can attack the base early? Yeah, let's go ahead and just drop the GM and then pass it. Next turn we can maybe drop 2 if we get another one of these. Oh, nope. That dream has been thwarted from us, guys. I guess we could like Hawkeye here if we really wanted to. See, the Mulafaga's ship, I forgot what it's called, but if you played that would be really good versus this particular card here. But we're just gonna drop a dude, and let's see here. We can't really contend this next turn anyway. It kind of sucks. No, but I don't want them to pilot it. That makes it a lot worse for us. So let's see. They're gonna go ahead and protect their base, and that's fine. That's a 1-for-1. There's nothing too much here. I just don't like losing my cards, but it is what it is. And they're gonna go for the go for the Huey play. Alrighty. And let's see what we're going to be able to pick up. We definitely don't want to bounce that particular card. Oh, look at that! we have a 3-1 online. Let's go ahead and swing here. And let's attack. That wouldn't really be... Bouncing this card would be quite awful. Quite honestly, we don't want to do that at all. Now we're running out of units. We have no more units in our hand. That kind of sucks. And we're probably going to lose our Astray here. Oh, that's awful. Oh my goodness. What? Are they get another hero? No, they don't have enough. Yep, gonna kill that one. That's fine. We could block with the other one if we really want to. So what happens is this, guys. If this one dies, this one would just lose blocker. See, as you saw, and then of course his attack goes down. But it is fine. Oh my goodness, this is awful. Okay, that's awful. But we could give any of these guys blocker if we really wanted to. Now the question is, do we want to play the Kusanagi to bounce a Wing Gundam Bird mode? That's just quite bad, and definitely do we want to give him the Hero Yui back. But what I do want is another card in my hand, so we're just going to go ahead and go for that anyway. And let's see here. I don't want to give him the Hero Yui back, so we're going to bounce that one. That's fine. Oh, we did get a resolve, so that's pretty good here. And let's go ahead and just swing. Swing. 2 more. Oh, I think we just gave them a dual Maxwell. That kind of sucks. And a Zord goes to the yard, so that's only 2 Zords. And we're pretty much out of Zord range anyway. Probably gonna start dropping some leaf riffs. Actually going after because... would they have killed one of my guys? Not really sure. Oh, there's Lifter right there. That's awful. Okay, it's all looking bad now. We have no creatures. Oh, we do. We have another one, guys. So we can get... See, I don't put a lot of blockers in the deck because we can actually get blocker where we want to, when we want to. I think we actually want to go ahead and place this card here, which is going to be a weird play because we want to be able to contend this card. And sure, you know what? Just because I'm mad at everything, we're going to move the flag of that guy back. Yep. Yeah, just because. And we're going to go ahead and swing at you. And swing at you again. Yep. We're going to leave this guy alone. because we need to put as much pressure on our opponent before they reach level 8. We know how it is, guys. If you fight, if the Wing Gundam gets to level 8, you lose again. And there's pretty much, oh god. Do we block? Sure. We're gonna just block for no reason here, and then this is actually not gonna attack us. I'm surprised it doesn't kill a unit, but like it doesn't want to loot. I think it's doing more work actually not dying, which is quite funny here. And I did not get a link, so that sucks a lot. And they're gonna get into the next level. So do they have the Wing Zero? There's already 2 in the graveyard, so I always say this, they always have it. They always have it, guys. So let's go ahead and just go for it. Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness, if they have it, there's no way they have it now. There's no shot. There's no shot they have it. So I think we win just by literally playing this card. I think we win like literally playing this card here. Let's make it a little bit harder for our guys to die for whatever reason. Okay, that should be fine. There's no shot they have it. My mantra is they always have it, right? Even the computer, even the AI would have windmill slammed that card down by now. So it's hard to say. Nope. Well, and I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe this will die. They want to. Nope. Just go ahead and go for it. Go ahead and deal the damage. Go ahead and swing. Usually everyone's, you have to swing. If they land it, I'll throw up. Okay. Okay, that's still a strong card to do. That's still strong plays. Can we get through? Is the question. Ooh, yes, we can. Yes, Kira. Let's go. Contend with me. Let's go. Make sure that is weaker, and you can bounce that. Yep, go ahead and block me. That is fine. And we're going to go ahead and end the game with Eula. Let's go. $20 deck. Alright guys, that's going to end it for the video here. Even if you're already playing Gundam, go ahead and try out some of these cards. Sometimes we've been playing the same decks for, weeks upon weeks already right now. Go ahead and see the power of some of these cards. You might even take a local by surprise because they're just so not used to seeing some of the plays that some of these cards can do. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and do us a favor, guys. It did take us a lot of time to make this video for you guys, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for us. That's all we really ask you for. We don't really have any donations or anything going on right now. Maybe in the future, as we get more time to put those things together, maybe we'll even get like a Discord, so we can start sharing our builds live on a Discord together. How you guys feel about that? Let us know in the comments down below if you'd like to start a community up. And it won't just be for Gundam cards, it'll also be for things like maybe fitness and health, and also for other types of mecha games out there as well. Speaking of other mecha titles, check out those videos right here. And of course, if you want more Gundam content or more budget decks, these videos that you see on the screen right now. I know life can be hard out there, guys, but keep your head up, keep moving forward, and most importantly, let nothing stop you. Peace out, guys.